Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and you guys know how much we love Theta on this channel. Theta is one that we talk about quite often for obvious reasons. There's so much potential behind what Theta and TFuel do, and obviously because of that, we will be covering the price predictions for April, May, and 2021 for Theta today. So right now we do see in the last 24 hours that 2.35% increase. We see in the last week alone a 10.39% decrease. We know a lot of that is because of the Theta mainnet being delayed and pushed farther back. However, I do think a lot of people holding on to Theta understand the long-term potential behind it and that this price is going to increase back with no problems within the next 80 to 90 days. If we go to the last month alone, though, this is where we see that 214.63% increase. Obviously massive, a market cap of about 11.7 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours being that 432.6 million, and that circulating supply being that 1 billion Theta. If we go to the actual website, let's do a brief overview of what it is that Theta, kind of does and why TFuel is important as well. Let's take a look and give you guys a kind of a look of what Theta is. Like I said, so Theta Network, it is the next generation video delivery powered by you. They love to call it that. The idea that this is the next generation idea, kind of being pushed here. So Theta Midnight 3.0 obviously got delayed. The introducing TFuel staking and uptime mining in 88 days, 17 hours, 12 minutes. We will be seeing that as a thing. Hopefully, no more delays. We see that Theta Mainnet 3.0 come out. Obviously, hot off the press, they have this new, let's go learn more about what their new article is about. April 1st. So they actually have three different ones. If you go through, you can see the Film Detective presents the 25 days of the Oscar classics. And then they have, Cineding is bringing the terrifyingly timely series The Island exclusively to hit streaming channels, Screenbox this summer, and then the integrates Theta Network to launch exclusive Theta-powered channels on contv.com. So yes, there are some articles there. Nothing crazy, nothing that's going to boost this price up for us. Unfortunately, we may have to wait that 80 days or so to really start seeing an increase again. I think in about 60 days, we're going to start seeing, that gradual increase start to become more substantial. Obviously, right now, a lot of people understand they have some time away from Theta and they can come back and buy at a decent price because obviously we're, a little bit of time away from that TFuel staking and uptime mining. If you continue down, you can really see that they have live partners already, Theta.tv, Samsung VR, and G Fuel. If you continue down a little more, you can see more about their live network stats. We won't look into that right now. However, they do have enterprise validator nodes with Google, Sunny, Samsung, Binance, Blockchain, and Gumi. Obviously, some big names there, and they've been in the news with some crazy articles like Altcoin Daily, Altcoin Today, Forbes, Bitcoin Magazine. Just some big names like NASDAQ as well. If we continue down a little bit more, we actually come down to their little graph. And I love this graph so much because it explains exactly what Theta is trying to accomplish. They go over the problem first, covering poor quality, obviously today's content delivery networks, CDN, lack reach, causing video rebuffering and high load times in many parts of the world. Then we go over skyrocketing data needs. Obviously, users demand that 4K, 8K, higher quality streams, create infrastructure bottleneck. And then they go over centralized and inefficient system. And then we continue down a little bit more. You can learn more about what Theta is trying to accomplish and their solution to the problem. They say viewers can earn rewards as Theta Fuel. Obviously, there's where our Theta Fuel comes into play. You can learn more about Theta Fuel if you just take a look at this graphic. I will definitely say if you don't know much about Theta or how it works, this is the only graphic you really need to understand what they're trying to accomplish and what their Theta Fuel specifically does. So definitely take a look at the website, thetatoken.org, and do your own research. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'll never be a financial advisor. As we continue on, we do see higher quality, smoother video streaming, and we see reduced cost of delivering video streams. So these are all going to be very big parts to the solution. And they talk about these decentralized peer-to-peer video delivery, a new native blockchain powered by users. Obviously, this is that. And we go down a little bit more. We do see this open source platform talking about the open source network and protocol, decentralized apps or DApps, and then multiple content verticals. So we go over things like esports, VR content, broadcasting, entertainment, music, movies, and media, and then go over distance learning, enterprise conferencing, and peer-to-peer streaming as well. Obviously, these are all very big topics rising in search results, rising in everything right now because everybody currently, does these 5 things, or, there's so many people searching about these 5 things and needing more in these areas. Obviously, I think this is going to be absolutely huge. Obviously, Theta covering all 5 of these. And then you continue down, you can see the download white paper. If you want to invest in Theta, I would suggest doing your own research, like I said, and downloading the white paper is not a bad idea. A lot of people think white papers are very hard to understand and read. You know what? Take a look at Thetas because it's really not as complicated as you may think. Obviously, their whole goal here is next generation video delivery powered by you. They like the idea of you kind of powering that data delivery as well as being rewarded for it. And the whole idea behind this THETA network is huge. I think there's monumental, long-term potential here. And I think if you guys get in now or within the next 80 days, you're going to be really benefiting from that. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research. And I will never tell you to buy a certain cryptocurrency. So if we go back to this price chart, we do see THETA right now, like I said, at that 1180 mark. We do see a lot of potential coming for THETA because we do see that 11.7 billion market cap. A lot of people think THETA won't move too much. I think there's going to be a lot of moving coming. Obviously, with the 24 hours being that 432.6 million volume, I think there's going to be a lot of movement. I think really we're going to start to see THETA pick up in the next couple months. Obviously, April, I think it's not going to be an exception. I think we're going to slowly start the increase back up after this correction. We're going to see THETA really move around that $13 to $14 range again. I think by the end of April, we're going to be right around, like I said, that $13, $14, probably a new all-time high by the end of April, hopefully. And I think that'll continue on to May. I think May is going to be maybe one of our biggest months for THETA. I think a lot of people will be buying back for this mainnet release at that point by the end of May for sure. And I think by the end of May, we're going to be right around the $17, $18 THETA price mark. And I think that'll easily come over time. So as we go into the end of 2021, that's when I think THETA will continue to increase at a shockingly high rate. I think we could easily get to $80, $85 by the end of 2021. Obviously, that is considering no more delays. Obviously, the updates and projects still have to come out for that to occur and happen. But let's take a look at the THETAfuel because we also talk obviously about THETA network all the time. However, THETAfuel I haven't touched on as much in depth. We'll just do a quick price prediction for THETAfuel. If we go to the last month, we do see a lot of movement on this one as well. We see it kind of stabilizing around that 40-45 cent range. We do see the market cap right now at 2.4 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours being that 261.3 million, and the circulating supply at that 5.3 billion TFuel. Obviously, this is going to kind of follow suit with THETA, but I think there is actually maybe even more potential for increase here. I think THETA TFuel itself will continue to increase. I think by the end of April, we'll actually see THETA reaching that 60, 70 cent range. By the end of May, I think THETA will easily be $1 or, about $1.25 range. By the end of the year, though, I do see THETA increasing quite a bit, substantially, just kind of gradually over time. I think THETA will easily be a $3 coin at the very least, with potential for more as well as THETA. I think THETA and TFuel are huge potential gains for much more than what I'm, kind of telling you right now. These are just as realistic and conservative price predictions as I can get without, without following the hype. Obviously, a lot of people always ask for, that realistic price prediction. I'm trying to give it to you. I gave you my THETAfuel price and my THETA network price. And that's going to be my price predictions for THETA. I think these obviously are huge coins. I think the potential behind them is, absolutely massive. Obviously, it's going to come down to this THETA mainnet 3.0 launch. When this happens, we're going to know whether or not THETA is, on the ball or not. If they delay twice in a row, I could see THETA definitely having a rough spot there. Obviously, another delay would be very bad for us. But I think, THETA is going to have it released this time. I think it's all going to go very smoothly. And if it does, I think THETA and TFuel are going to continue to rise, like I said. So hopefully you guys are holding on to your THETA and TFuel. If you're not, well, then maybe you know more than me. Hopefully you do, and you made the right choice. But thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's video. If you guys like the video, definitely like the video itself, and then also comment and let me know about your price predictions for THETA and TFuel by the end of the year, as well as subscribe and turn notifications on for the channel so you guys can be notified every time I make a new video, specifically every time we make a new THETA video, so you can get, that most recent and up-to-date information for THETA and any other gem or token, so you can really get get on the ball with it and get on top of it before everyone else does. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's video. I will see you all in the next one.